right. The main course, part 2. Fish pie by our very own Fanny and it's a delicious recipe, I have to say. So over to you, Fanny.
Okay, in Brenda's cauldron here, we have a selection of fish. I've chosen today Scottish lightly smoked salmon and a nice bit of haddock. It's full cream milk. Now I know we talked about calories earlier on, but don't worry about that. This is all good food. We've got some peppercorns, we've got some onions with cloves stuck in, we've got some parsley stalks, lemon, thyme and peppercorns. And that little bit there is just a bit of butter just dotted about the place. Makes it lovely. Now I've not added any salt at this moment because the smoked fishes could be quite a bit salty already. But we'll taste that later because what we're going to do is we're going to filter out all these gorgeous, gorgeous things. We're going to flake the fish and just reduce down the liquor a little. That's the liquor.
Liquor! Yes.
I know that's a favourite subject of yours.
It is, yes.
So, we'll just pause a moment while this just does and come right back to it.
Marvellous!
That's going to be edited out, isn't it?
No!
What we then do is we get some spinach. It looks a lot, but it'll wilt down to nothing. Just like Brenda. Put that there, look. Kettle of boiled water, and in it goes. And you'll see it fade before your very eyes, which is something that Brenda's husband has said before. Okay?
Ex-husband, if you don't mind.
Ex-husband. In fact, I think you said it to him, didn't you?
I did, actually, yes.
So all that's done is just wilted it down. So what you're left with is this gorgeous, bright green freshness, which will be absolutely gorgeous in your fish pie. And what you really want is something perfect like that.
Oh, do get on with it.
Not too much water, because anything that dilutes your flavours is never good. Now, as you'll see here, I have got a number of gorgeous little individual pots, and they are gorgeous.
In case anyone should debate the fact.
Now, we've made quite a lot, so just in case there's any left over, this will freeze beautifully. Alright? So,
What's the first step?
the first step is, once your spinach is drained off and cooled a little bit,
Yeah.
all you do is you spend a bit of time with artistry.
Yes.
Now, what that means in this case is you're putting a little bit of, well, I might even use the word a ring
A ring!
of spinach around your bottom.
Oh, that's nice.
And what you end up there for is something that looks pretty much like that. Okay?
I always say, cook with a nice Chablis.
What you'll see here is a beautiful bit of Cornish butter. Nice with a sea salt in, beautiful creamy flavour. Going in the bottom. Now, the reason for that will become apparent in just a moment. Ideally, I'd like that to melt a bit. And then, if I can just be allowed access to my fridge, my dear. So, back you go. Excellent. And here we have, and this is important as well, some fabulous eggs by Fabulous Birds.
Lovely! A decent egg.
The quality of your ingredients is important.
It's in fact vital.
Vital importance.
And why do we like these eggs, Fanny?
Apart from their gorgeous light blue shells, not that you'll be getting any of that in there, but the yolk is incredibly dark and gorgeous, and all you do is crack that in the middle. Look. Doesn't that look beautiful, viewers?
Doesn't it look gorgeous?
It looks gorgeous.
Right.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
Beautiful.
Now the fish has been cooking for about 8 or 10 minutes. You don't want to overdo it because obviously it's going back in the oven. Switch off your gas, which is something I'd like to say to Brenda more often. But,
I think you and I are going to be having words later.
okay. What we have here in our little pan is what we call a roux. It's not that complicated. It's a bit of flour and a bit of butter. Heat it reasonably gently together. That's all you do. Nice little whisk here, look. Okay, so as you can see, that's just gently bubbling a little bit. Cooking and gently bubbling. Oh, can you see that? Gently bubbling.
I'd call that gently bubbling.
I think that's gently bubbling, don't you?
I think that's gently bubbling.
Okay. So we'll just turn it right down to the minimum. We don't want to burn it. There's a fine line between cooking and burning things. But I would say that is just about right. And once it's cooked, which really won't take more than about 2 minutes, you get your sieve. And by the way, as you can see, I've already taken the fish out of the liquor, and I've skinned it, and I've flaked, you know, evenly across the little pots we talked about earlier.
You didn't hang around, did you?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't think the viewers needed to see that.
No.
But what they can see is the liquor now being strained, and we'll do that directly in
To the sieve.
sieve.
Shall I finish your sentences for you?
Actually, Brenda, could you do me a favour?
I think I
There's
can.
a spoon just here, look, a big metal one.
Big metal one.
A big metal one right there, yeah, it's
Oh,
it's not
that's
hidden.
good. No.
Scrape that all out, look.
That's
Scrape
lovely,
all over.
lovely.
Scrape all, come on. Scrape it all round.
Apparently we have to be a bit quieter.
Scrape it all round, look, dear.
Is it peaking?
What you get there, look,
Is delicious juice.
is juices and
Delicious
more
juices.
juices. That's got butter, that's got the aromatics from the parsley, from the peppercorns, from the bay leaf,
Fabulous, dear.
the thyme, the onion, the cloves.
Oh, you're getting me excited.
I'm getting quite moist myself,
Are
I
you
have to say.
now?
So with this, you're effectively done with that now. So all you need to do is follow me.
But dealt with that, didn't
Like
it?
that.
Straight in the bin.
I know it seems harsh to say goodbye to old friends like that,
It does.
but once they've done their work,
Straight in the bin it was.
you can discard
That
them.
was callous of you.
We're going to whisk the juices that you've just sieved. First of all, if I can just find a spoon here, look, yes, all to hand. Professionals we are, professionals. What you'll get is your creme fraiche. Gorgeous creme fraiche.
Gorgeous creme fraiche.
It has a little touch of richness and slight tartness.
Oh, we like a little bit of slight tartness, don't we?
Tartness, and
A slight tart really
top of all
makes
that, to really go beautifully with your fish pie, we take our good old friend the lemon
and run it through our fingers.
and we add that copiously. About a half a... be generous. About a whole lemon. And that'll be really fresh and
That should be
beautiful.
delicious.
Because, you know, as I told you, it is quite creamy and quite rich.
Quite rich.
So just to cut that a bit beyond nice lemon gorgeousness. And now you just whisk it all in. That is looking thick, glossy, creamy, white and gorgeous. And I can smell all those aromatics in there. That's wonderful. That's really important to get those in there. And just as a little extra touch of flavour, we're going to have about 2 tablespoons of vermouth. Now I normally don't let anyone touch that because that's for my martinis.
That's for you, isn't it?
But on this occasion, because it's a dinner party for
Share
friends,
and share alike.
for old friends, we'll make an exception. Once you're satisfied that that's nicely on the bubble, which I dare say that I am,
Yes.
give it a little taste. Mind your hair, viewers, and wash your hands first. It's rich and it's cut with that lemon, it's herbaceous with a gorgeous bay leaf and peppercorn, and it's thick, it's glossy, and it's absolutely wonderful. And that bit of vermouth just adds the final touch. Okay? So, that hardly needs to cook at all. Once it's like that, you really know that you're on the home straight by now, folks. For the magic of television, here's what I've already made. Now, what you've got in there already is some butter, some bit of double cream, lots of salt and black pepper.
It's a Desiree, yes?
It's a Desiree
Desiree
potato. Yes,
yes,
it's Desiree. Not like you, is it really, dear? No.
We'll talk later.
And on top of that, if you'd just like to go back, oh, this cameraman. Where'd you find him from?
Oh, you may well ask.
Where'd you find him?
You may well ask.
So, what we've got is some gorgeous spring onions, which Brenda very kindly got off her arse and chopped for me. And these just go straight in like that, look. Alright, most of them did anyway. And on top of that,
What's next?
yes, what's next, you may very well ask. But this is the answer to all your dreams: cheese.
No, that's lovely.
A lot of gorgeous, gorgeous, finely grated Gruyere cheese.
Lovely.
We'll just tumble that in there, look.
Get on with it.
So, with our gorgeous lemony sauce just nice on the bubble there, in the meantime we've flaked our fish, put it in the pie dishes, added some fresh garden peas or frozen, whichever you prefer. Now, for the last little addition, we've got some gorgeous prawns. I personally prefer the raw prawns. Now, Brenda wouldn't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I've tried enough anuses to know that I don't want them in my prawns. Okay?
It's a little bit rude.
Now, I've had some better ones than that in my time, but that's what they look like. Now, you can eat them, but you don't particularly want to.
No.
Because eating anus is not for fish pie.
No.
Alright?
Absolutely. What a disgusting comment.
What you now do is you pop them here, look. This really is the last thing. You dot them all around, it's not rocket science. Pop them all in, look. I'm absolutely starving as well, so that's why I'm not wasting any time. So, in they all go, they're raw at the moment, they'll cook beautifully in the oven, which is now at 160 by the way. Fan assisted, which is more assistance than I get, I can tell
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
But, right, so, once they're all in, look. The very last thing is just, oh, you gorgeous thing. I can't keep my eyes off that.
No, I know.
So what we've got now, look, is some chopped chives.
Chopped chives.
And they go in the gorgeous little sauce, look. Okay, so camera back. Some of you more later. Stir it all in, look, final little mix up, look. Doesn't that look so pretty? I think you'll agree that's a pretty little picture.
I would describe that as pretty.
That is a pretty little picture, look. So you've whisked that all in, that's gorgeous. Now you can't contain your excitement, can you? So, what we now do is just pop this all over, look like that. A little bit of a pat it down, look. Fill in all the gaps, you don't want holes. That is, I think, about as good as we need it to be. Beautiful, beautiful bit of sauce there. And then for the last bit, as you saw previously, we added some Gruyere cheese and some, not shallots, what are they called, dear?
Gruyere cheese and shallots?
No, not
They
shallots.
weren't shallots. They were spring onions.
Spring onion, thank you.
Gosh.
Concentrate. This is where it gets a little bit artistic, but it's really not that much of a problem. Just sort of dollop it on. It is a fairly rustic sort of dish. It's not my
It's like Fanny's Brenda.
it's not my usual, but it is gorgeous. So, and for the final finishing touch, just a little sprinkling of the Gruyere that you didn't put in the mash. Look at that, look. Look at that. That is beautiful. It'll make a nice golden crusty topping.
You like a nice crusty topping, don't you?
I do indeed. I can't resist it. Right. So, That's all the preparation work done, also the hard bit done. And what you do then is pop it on that look like that. And we're not going to do that because we're going to freeze that front a little later. There, look. Nestled together like three little bed mates.